and smiles.
Do I smile with my teeth?
Yes, teeth you smile.
Oh, either way, it's
My favorite color is pink.
nice.
Shout out Leslie. Hi, my name is Kiera and I serve as a youth leader for our Jesus Strong Youth.
And what got you involved at the church?
The first time that I was invited to serve the church was at our summer camp the year after I graduated high school, and I was asked to help lead worship. Before that, I had this misconception that the only way I would ever feel fulfilled was if someone was pouring into me, but at camp that idea was completely changed, and my perspective on it also changed because I realized as I was leading worship that when I was trying to show people who Jesus was when I felt closest to him. And so luckily when we came back from camp, I was able to stay plugged in with the worship team. And then after about a year, in a lot of conversations with Caleb and prayer, I had the opportunity to join Jesus Strong Youth as a leader.
How does serving help you be Jesus strong?
Let me tell you. Not only do I get to invest in these kids' lives, but I also fall into the next gen category of birth through 22. And I think it gives me a really cool perspective and understanding of what students need to develop a relationship with God. Students need to feel cared for, students need to feel connected to those around them, and students need to have a Christian role model in their life that they can have open communication with. And coincidentally enough, these are all things that we need to be Jesus strong. Serving helps me be Jesus strong because I get to personally see kids experience God for the first time. And I get to see the smile when someone feels God move in a new way, or students asking other students questions about the Bible and God's true character. And it constantly reminds me that when we're serving the King, nothing is insignificant.
And what encouragement would you give somebody today on the importance of serving?
I remember Caleb and Adam walking us through our 3-year strategic plan of igniting new, deep, and next-gen relationships. And they talked about something called a 5-to-1 ratio, where for every youth, there should be 5 adults who invest in their lives and their relationship with God. And when I heard that, it really rang true to me because I remember the first time I walked into KCC as a senior in high school, and I had essentially a 0-to-1 ratio. I didn't really have any strong Christian role models in my life, and I had no idea how to build a personal relationship with God. The more that I came back to church, the more faces I recognized and names that I learned, but I'll never forget the first time I had a genuine conversation with someone. It started with, "Hey, how are you?" as usual. And I replied with, "Oh, I'm good, how are you?" as usual. But the person didn't say, "Oh, I'm good" back. And I was thrown off because what typically was just a passing conversation wasn't. They said, "But how are you really?" And I'm standing here looking at this adult who not only wanted to know my name, but wanted to know what was going on in my life. Even though I didn't know it at the time, that was the start of my 5-to-1 ratio. If you don't hear anything else, I hope you remember this. Don't underestimate the power of the way God could be using you in someone else's life. Pausing what you're doing for even 2 minutes to have a conversation with someone could be the first time they truly see who Jesus is. I will forever be grateful for the way Jesus revealed himself to me that day, through a good and faithful servant. My name is Kiera, and I work with Jesus Strong Youth to ignite the next gen.